There you go. Humbled. Obviously, look, when we saw the team sheet as well, we said, yeah, that's a smoke. But it's
and then
like,
we just tried to believe.
yeah, we tried to believe. Look, that's our job, innit? We're gonna try and find a little thing at the big. But deep down, we knew that was incoming. But it doesn't make it any easier when you see the manner of the defeat and the things that went wrong.
You know what? I went into this game, and now one thing that for sure now is it's acceptance, innit? Like, we're bad. Like, it was one of those moments. You look at the team and you're like, there's no scapegoat right now in terms of there's no one to blame. We're collectively poor. You know, like what player
for
can
ages, though.
No, but then today, like, I know, like, because every time you watch a Man United game, you say, "Oh, this is the worst we've ever played." And today was bad, but I don't think it's the worst we've ever played. I think we played worse than that. You know, it's a shame that we're playing that way against one of our biggest rivals, them in Liverpool, right? And it's like for the city of Manchester, this is shit. You know what I mean? If you're being honest, this wasn't a good performance. I don't think, like, in the first half, if you try to get to analyze the game, we're set up not to lose, really. And yes, you can say that penalty is a disgrace. It was. But then after, it's like, how do Man United recover from that? And then I remember there was a moment in the game where I think Alvarez picked up the ball, like, on the turn, and no one was there. And he was shocked. He turned around. Everyone else, and he just passed it. He's like, and I said, okay, this is it. But the second goal let us know who Man United were. You know what I mean? The second goal is like, so you can't even come in here. I can't come in here with the, oh my God, F this, man. Because deep down, we've been working towards this. I think most Man United fans came into this game saying, don't be embarrassed, you know? And the one thing is that the issues that we do have that we need to talk about, we need to address is there's a Bruno issue, there's a Rashi issue, there's a
Ten Hag
squad issue. There's a squad.
Is there a Ten Hag issue?
Yeah, no, there's a wait. The way the squad has been constructed, that is on Ten Hag. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, there was I'm not gonna, like, Ten Hag's messed up this season, definitely. In eyes of recruitment and the decisions that he's made, he's messed up. You know what I mean? But then he has to come through this. For me, I think he has to. It's bad, but then this is his job to fix it. Yes, you've made some mistakes, but then it's like one of the biggest mistakes is, okay, so we and I don't want to blame Mason Mount. This is not a Mason Mount issue, but you're talking about how you build a team together. You knew in that midfield there's going to be some issues. Your two biggest players that you wanted to chase down were Amrabat and Mason Mount, really, because we chased Amrabat most of the thing, and I'm not giving up on Amrabat at all. But then it's like, well, what was you hoping to do with them and Bruno? So then if you brought in Mount purely for the sake of put Bruno out to the right, well, you just wasted your time. That was a bad decision. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, I can tell you, and everyone knows at home, Bruno's not a right winger. And the killer is he's almost like he's got nothing left in him that even when you put him back into his original position, he does nothing. Bruno's doing flicks. He's poor off the ball now. Like, it's bad. But then Rashi as well, I don't know if he's got something in his contract that says no matter what I do, I play. Because it's like when Højlund came off today, I had this old guy next to me. He goes, if Højlund comes off, I'm going home. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there were a few.
Yeah. Fucking the Stevie.
Thank you for the training session. Good night.
It's just not the guy you want to see right now, is it? It's not the guy you want to see, because he's right. He said, what did you say? He said,
thank you for the training session. Big up Steve, bruv. You know, I can't even be mad at him. I can't be mad at him, bro. This is like, fuck me, bro.
Bro, it's pathetic, bro. We have to just, you know what? I'm just gonna be honest. We have to get real.
I'm cool. Like, no, but
this is pathetic, bro. What's happening?
Bro, but
we are worse, bro. Ten Hag's brought in signings, bro. They're not doing anything.
Not doing good.
The players that he's had there are regressing, and now you're looking at it.
But that's not a level, though. We have to understand that the one thing with that team, we're not as good as City. We're not. That's not our level.
No, but there's ways you can lose a football match.
No, but we can't fool ourselves. They've been better than us for a long time. They just want to treble.
No, this isn't about I can't believe City are better than us.
Yeah.
This time last year when we played City and ground out a win,
Yeah.
they were better than us then too.
Yeah.
The year before that, and even under Ollie when we got a couple of wins, they were better than us
Yeah.
then too. That's not my gripe. My gripe is not that we've lost against Manchester City. I came up here thinking it's a tall order. We're probably not going to win this game.
Exactly.
And then you see,
You said don't disgrace ourselves.
100%, and we basically have, by the way, because that was a
3-0,
that was a poor performance. But what I'm saying, I'm talking about the bigger picture, and I'm saying, we have to start looking at the decisions that are being made and say, are they right? Are they justified?
No, they're bad decisions. But again, he has to work this out now. And again, a manager's he's made mistakes.
Can he?
Of course, he has to.
He has. I know he has to.
I don't know.
Can he?
Well, I'm not.
What's your gut feeling?
I'm not a fortune teller. All I can say is I believe in this manager. But I'm saying that you have to, with this manager, you have to say to yourself, look, mistakes happen in terms of he's done some bad in recruitment. I would say he's made some bad choices. But what do you want him to do now? Because I know when a manager makes bad decisions, usually above him, he can take out those decisions. Like those players won't be in his team anymore, and he can move on. But in terms of Man United, we have players that have been bad for years still around. So what do we do? So what, you know what I mean? So now, like, you got a situation with this guy that, like, I get Ferguson made bad decisions, Obertan and all these other signings, but he left. Man United, they always stay here, and then now we have to play them. So in this time, because what do you want to do?
Players that are misperforming.
Okay, let me ask you.
Bruno Fernandes, he's made him his captain and said you're the focal point, and now he's the man who can do no wrong. But even though he's playing badly,
Give me a
Marcus Rashford.
Okay.
Marcus Rashford. He scored 30 goals last year.
All right.
Right, and he said in a press conference, he said, "I'm playing him every game."
I hear that. So,
and he's putting up those type of performances.
Flex, give me a captain that should play for Man United right now. Tell me who's the captain. You can't. Luke Shaw. Name one. And he's injured.
Look, I'm not saying.
No, but this is
yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
he's still playing every single game. He's not dropping him.
I'm with you, Flex, because it's like we're on the same team. But I'm saying to you that what you have to understand is it's like you almost we can't be mad at a situation that looks like this. Like right now, all we can say with the manager is he has to now decide to bring in the youngsters. When Ten Hag has gone wrong is the Rashford immunity where he can do anything is mad. Like I think that's wrong. Another mistake that he's made is Hannibal. Like he has to now say, you know what, maybe I just a youth situation. Because if I can, what I would want to do is I would say, because how Rashford's looking now, he's someone that I probably can get 50, 60 million for. Sell him. Bruno, he can't play. But then after we've been saying, drop Bruno, play Eriksen. Eriksen didn't have the energy that we needed today. So then now it's all over the pitch. And what we can't say, we can go out and get another manager, you will have the same issues. We were singing Ten Hag's name last season. Everyone was proud. We went second. We went to a couple finals, and we loved him. So what? Are you telling me that he's just become bad overnight? No, he hasn't. What's happened is something's gone wrong with the squad. We've had a lot of injuries, not excuses, but right now this team has to come together, and we have to fix it. We made our bed, and I don't want to reset the clock again. Because what we'll do is we'll bring in the next new shiny toy and we'll love him for a little while. Ollie at the wheel, we've done it. Ten Hag's army, Mourinho's what do you call it? What do you want to do? We've seen it. Now we have to stay in this thing and fix it and back this manager. We know we're not as good as Liverpool. We're not as good as City. We're not good as these other teams. Our level is here, right? And now we just have to build and fight. It's the honest truth. That's where it is. Like we can be mad, but it's just foolishness. If we get upset and say, we should be better, bro, we've seen us slowly eroding for years.
But the problem is if we take away expectancy, right, and just settle, I'm not saying to say settle, but the problem is if we start saying it's okay.
Don't you think the problems are bigger than what we have now?
Of course, listen. Yeah. The problems at Manchester United, we know which way the takeover's looking like it's going to go. The Glazers, the ownership. Yeah. We don't even need to discuss that. We know what the real deep-rooted issues are at Man United. But what I'm saying to you is, every time we lose a game, or every time players aren't putting it, it's within the 90 minutes. Within the 90 minutes. Ten Hag said before that game, he said that the reason why Rafael Varane's not starting, reason why what's his face is not starting, Reguilon's not starting stuff. It's tactical.
But it's a lie.
What do you mean? That's even worse then. But that's even worse.
Our manager lies, bro. Our manager, a player gets injured. Our manager says the leg. Like our manager tells lies, bro. It's like he's not going to tell the honest truth.
That's a problem. If
course
you're saying
Yeah.
that the reason why these guys aren't playing is because I think this team's better and they go and do that, you have to be accountable for that.
Of course, he has to be.
There has to be questions asked.
But then again, my thing,
And
Flex,
organisation as well. If you
poor.
can't, all these patterns of play, Ten Hag ball. Look at how Ajax were playing. All of these different things.
don't look nothing like that.
That's fine. If you can't play football like that, I understand. Look organised.
Yeah.
Look compact.
We're
fight.
We're again as a team, we're bad, you know, and it's like it's an embarrassment in so many positions. And there's a lot of players there's a lot of players, but then I looked at today's performance and I said, no one was good today, Flex. So I said,
Nana was, bro.
Nana was.
That's
decent.
it.
And Maguire was all right. But we still got pumped 3-0. But Maguire was playing like when those players, when your Maguires and Onanas are the players that are standing out, but you lose 3-0, you're in the
AV, big
mess.
up. Even AV's pissed. Look, he's vexed.
Bro, listen, just stick to music, bro. Stay in the studio, fam. Stay in the studio, bro. No, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I need a freestyle, bro. But so what? What's the resolution here going forward? I'm being serious. Like next game,
I'm being
he
real.
has to do something, bro.
No,
He's gonna get sacked.
the resolution is we have to say that we know what our level is. Our level should be to be able to fight with the Newcastles and all these other teams that are fighting for top 4. But we're not at that elite level. You know what I mean? And we just got to be honest with ourselves. But what Ten Hag really needs to do is pull in the kids now. Like the Hannibals and all these other stuff. Like the move that you made didn't work. Yeah, where you can bring it back is now blood these youth. Copy Mainu, put him in. Hannibal, put him in. Start again. You made a mistake. You made the blunder on even the Antonys, the Rashis and all this other stuff. It's a mistake, and you can tell it's a mistake because
These are
they didn't see them.
expensive mistakes.
These like super big expensive mistakes. But again, that's the market. Unfortunately, that's the going market. And then the killer is it's when to get rid of the mistake. You know, like it's not worked. Man United, none of this has worked. I'm blooding youth, playing the kids, and that's it.
But KJ, I know we need to wrap up, but that's like saying you can't just say goodbye to your investment and all these millions we've spent and just say going to play the kids now to end the season because it didn't work.
Another kid that doesn't get to come, gets food in
It's
the
his job to
lunchbox.
fix it with these guys he's bought, bro.
So what you want to? How do you make Anthony a better player then? You can't. I can't even get Rashford to get goals again. That's what I'm saying. There's problems everywhere. So that's it. Like Flex. End of the day, drop these players until they feel it. Like right now, Bruno's done nothing to start. He has to be more militant now. We need to see that Rashi, drop him. Bruno, drop him. Simple as that. That's what he's got to do. He's got to go for it now. And then after, if Mason Mount's the guy, play him then. You know what I mean? Like big decisions that he has to make. But he has to now lead. What we need from Ten Hag is leadership in this moment. And just saying, snake, realizing the players that are not going to do what he needs, drop them. Simple.